work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential, and he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
A first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Love looking to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Love. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A 7-yard gain.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On play action, Love to throw. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Excellent defensive play by Dominic Robinson, beating the line and dropping him for a loss.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Play action this time with Love. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Love. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play to just finish him off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd and 5. To throw, Williams. And he is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
To the air, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monongai. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
That's another Bears first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kyle Monungai taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he pushes way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 30.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden, 66 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Able to slither by. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them were bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing is Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
7-7, our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. 2nd down and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He's got this complete to Burden.
Williams pass complete to Luther Burden. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll run. Monungai. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go. Here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
21-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They run with a 4th-round pick, Roshan Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down and 8. Here's Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He really tried to thread that down the seam.
Yeah, he tried to rip that one, didn't he? But throwing with that velocity, necessary when you're trying to hit a quick hitter like that one. Timing execution has to be perfect. Unfortunately for him, that one fell to the ground.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing. Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play fake. Here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Love from the gun on third down. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to have the Packers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
15 yards.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Slot man moves right. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a short gain here down to the 22. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
In motion, the tight end. Now Love. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A nice little juke. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chicago offense set to get started. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Williams. So no gain on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job of the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money. We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw once more, here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll run here with Monongai. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Johnson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 9. Here's Monangai. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
3rd down and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When you get into the second half of the tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Pass complete to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Chicago.
They fake the give, now Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10. Williams going to look to throw again. Pass caught by Burden. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Williams looking to do it himself. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On the ground, it's Monangai. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Running is Monangai. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything, forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get him.
23-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he Gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Stays on his feet. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
12 more yards.
12 more yards there and another first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. In motion goes the tight end. And he is caught. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 6.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bears' 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Love going to keep it on the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Love looking to throw it. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So matching field goals here to begin this 3rd quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long, very much like a boxing match. Each team counter-punching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Pass midfield, look out. And they're going to be set up beautifully. A heck of a return down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Two yards to go, second down. Here's a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Santos now to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bears 24.
Just a 4-play drive that time.
17.
And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw now. Here's Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Here's Love. Throwing more, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Working out of the gun. Love. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now McManus for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, it's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On play action, here's Williams. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the...
That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now the point after try for Santos. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And on the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 55 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Love fires that quickly outside.
Complete to Matthew Golden. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On the option, Webb will hang on to it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden, 44 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
31-31.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Looking to put a drive together. In motion, the tight end. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 77 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Williams going to sneak it. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. To throw, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Bears first down. A gain of 26 yards. And the Bears first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift from 17 yards out. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's Love and the Packers. Down by 7. A minute 24 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up. Love looking to throw it. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
At the 45-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll try and do this himself. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
32-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Love looking to throw. That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Now Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
One last shot now for Love. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their